Y'all, so Mark here, cooking the books, bringing the info. It's been a minute since I put up a video, but so somebody asked me the other day. We're having a deep conversation talking about God, and they were talking about destined, like everything is like if everything is predestined, right? If everything is written, if it's all written, and God controls everything, then just throw your hands up. They were asking me that. They were posing that question to me, Marlon. If everything is already, written, why even bother? You know what I'm saying? If everything is destiny and it's already written and God is in charge of everything and God is responsible, then like, why even bother? I just throw my hands up and just go through life. Well, here's the thing. There's some truth in that God is ultimately in charge of everything. Everything. God is in charge of everything. Period. Stop. However, it's not that simple, right? Because this is what we got to understand. I got a daughter, right? And if God is omniscient. He's omniscient, meaning all knowing. I have a daughter. And if I pose a choice, a fork in the road for my daughter between studying her homework and studying for her test or playing a video game and eating candy, I already know what the outcome, what her choice is going to be. If I set those two things before her, before she even gets into the room, I already know what she's going to do. I know she's going to choose the video game. I know she's going to choose playing the video game, watching cartoons, and eating candy, as opposed to studying her books. That's because I'm her father, and I have knowledge of how a child will behave. So I could say, okay, because I know my daughter's going to do this, I'm going to make preparations. I might say, okay, I know she's going to choose TV. Let's say I say, okay, I know she's going to choose TV. What I'll do is I'll regulate her TV time. I'll go ahead and set the TV to go off at half hour. I'll put a timer on the TV. My TV's got timers. I say, okay, after a half hour, the TV's going to turn off, right? Now I'm using a very premature, very frivolous analogy here to paint a bigger picture. I want to simplify it for you to get it. The reality is I know what she's going to do, so I make preparations that's consistent with what she's going to do because I know her choice. I know she's going to choose a TV, so I put the TV for a set time. So the TV's going to go off, so she'll only be able to watch it for a certain amount of time. I know she's going to, play video games or eat candy or whatever, so I'll only put out one piece of candy as opposed to 2 or 3 pieces because I know she's going to eat candy. So the point I'm making is God knows our choice before we make them. That does not nullify, neither does it, there is a responsibility of your duty. You do not get the dereliction of your duty. You do not get to derelict your duty. You have the duty of making that choice. You have that free will. You have that, innate ability to choose. Just like my daughter have that ability to choose. But I already know what she's going to choose, and therefore I might set things up so that knowing her choice, these things are going to benefit her choice. Right? I hope this makes sense because I think it makes perfect sense. A good analogy. God knows your choice before you make it, and he makes preparations for the choice that you're going to make. So he knows I'm going to go this way, so he sets things up for me in that direction that's going to enable me to continue on that choice that I've made. Right? Or he removed things. It go either way. He knows I'm gonna make a bad choice, so I know my daughter's gonna choose candy, so I might not, if there's a basket full of candy, I'll remove the basket and I'll leave one piece of candy because I know she's gonna go for the candy. So I'll remove the whole entire basket. I won't let her have, there's 10 pieces. I'll leave 1 or 2 because I know she's gonna choose the candy. So I'll remove 8 pieces of the candy so she'll only get 2. Because I know if I leave all 10, she's gonna eat all 10 and end up with a rotten tooth. Then I'm going to have to take it to the dentist and insurance, blah, 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 blah. Time out of my day. So God does things like that for us. That's the best way I can explain it. We have a free will. We have our own choice. We're not robots. We're not robotic. We got our own brain. We have what's called a cognitive brain, a limbic brain. We have a neocortex. We have a cortex. We have the RAS, reticular activating system. These are parts of the brain. So we're equipped like a fully featured brand new car with all the perks. We got all the perks to make the right decisions, to make decisions and choices, etc. Right? However, God is omniscient, and omniscience means all knowing. So because he knows your choice you're going to make before you make it, he either put things in your route that's going to benefit you based off your choice, or remove some things out your route that might hurt you as a result of your choice. But either way, it's your choice. So God is in control of everything in that regards. That's how he's in control of everything, because even though I know my daughter's going to choose to play video games and eat candy, I'm still in charge, because I'm going to make sure she could only eat a certain amount of candy, because I'm only going to put a certain amount in her room or remove some from her room. I'm going to monitor her TV time, right? I know she has the freedom to make a choice, but I'm going to regulate that TV time. I'm going to regulate how much candy she can eat. It's a very simple and parallel analogy of how God is in control of everything in the world. I'm still in control of that house that me and my daughter is in, and I'm still making sure she go to bed on time. I'm still making sure she watch a certain amount of TV, eat this, that, but whatever, get her homework time. But she makes those choices. And that's a father-parent, that's a father-child relationship, and it's the same relationship with us and God. He's our father, we're the children. It's no different. So we're not robots, but we also got to understand this too. We're not just mere humans. See, the interesting thing is this, folks. We have not yet tapped into all of the features that God has blessed us with, right? It's like I said, you bought this Bentley, and there's so many features that come with your Bentley, and all you do is drive your Bentley, but you have not yet read the owner's manual and, did research on this Bentley to find out all of the features and amenities that comes with your car. Your body is your car, your brain, everything. We have so much within us that we have yet to really uncover. I won't say discover, because it's already here, but uncover, tapped into, cultivated, prepared to utilize in this three-dimensional realm in which we exist. So we're more than just humans, right? We exist in what's called a three-dimensional reality, up, down, right, left, right, and back and front. That's length, height, and breadth, right? But there's fourth and there's fifth. There's higher dimensions. And when I use the word dimensions in this context, dimensions just means states of consciousness, states of awareness. So there's other levels of consciousness, or you can call them realms of consciousness, states of consciousness, dimensions of consciousness that we have yet to elevate into. And all these states of consciousness is within us, but we have yet to unpack and really delve into and utilize these states of awareness that we have buried within us. In the Bible, Jesus says, in my Father's house there are many mansions. You can take that literally. It's parabolic, right? It's a parable. The house represents you, your body. The Bible says that your body is a temple of God. God lives inside of you. So when Jesus says, in my Father's house, the house in that metaphor means you. You're the house. In the Father's house, there are many mansions. Many mansions can be translated many states of consciousness, multiple states of awareness. Most of us are operated in three-dimensional reality, which is just the physical realm. Three-dimensional reality simply means a material existence. And that material existence, you function with just your five base sensory system. Your five base sensory system, which is your smell, sight, taste, touch, sound. Smell, sight, taste, touch, and sound. Those five base sensory systems are relegated and regulated by the three-dimensional reality in which we exist. They can only operate in the three-dimensional existence of materialism, matter. They can only operate in the realm of matter. In order for us to really unravel, unpack, and discover who we are, or better yet, what we are, what's an adjective is describing what you are, express the who is your personal pronoun, which is subjected again to three-dimensional reality. You have to go into the what you are, which is an immortal being existing that came into three-dimensional existence to experience the joys and the pleasures of matter. We can translate that in the biblical word flesh. So we came from higher dimensions down into this plane of density. It's called a state of density, compactness, closeness. This is why it's so hard for us to manifest, right? So once you understand that, you start to realize that you're not harnessing your power. You're not harnessing your power, and therefore you're not utilizing your power. You're not operating at your optimal performance. Most of us aren't, including myself. I'm coming into awareness. I'm on my road of ascension. We're all ascending. We're all, well, not all of us. We all should be ascending. Some of us are stagnant, and some of us are on the decline. But the purpose is to ascend. That's your whole purpose here, is to go through a journey of ascension into higher planes of existence, as opposed to just existing in three-dimensional reality, which is all matter and all physical. That is a trapping of your true spirit. It's a trapping of your soul, a trapping of your mind, a trapping of your existence. So yeah, I kind of went off the edge a little bit. I wanted to kind of just stay within the rails of God is in charge of everything, but you and I are not robots. We do have our own choice, our own free will, but we are not functioning at our optimal selves, which is other higher dimensions. Like I said, spirit. We are immortal beings having a material experience, and we chose this experience. We all chose this experience. We chose to come here. Make no mistake about it. There's no death, okay? What we call death is falling asleep on the physical plane and waking up on your spiritual plane, or waking up in your astral plane, your immaterial plane. Till next time, hope this clarifies some stuff for y'all. Peace.